All right, guys, how's it going? Now, in this video, I've got some exciting news for you. Well, I think it's exciting. You might not, but it's a start, right? And we're going to be talking about the Chesterfield agency and this guy here. You can see him, George here, Mendes, George. Specific information, specific claims that Chesterfield, quote, will be on site tomorrow, right? This is coming from someone within the club, right? Short but sweet. Again, Chesterfield will be on site tomorrow, which is Thursday. And it will be spot on, guys. I can guarantee you this. If you are a KopTalk VIP member, go and look in the scouting department and look on the Riccardo Calafiore, where is he? I'm trying to find it. Riccardo Calafiore 22 thread. That's what it's titled. Now, if you're not a VIP member, you don't need to be on there because I've just told you what it says. But this is not in relation to Calafiore. Okay? This is Chesterfield. This is just another question that's been put out there, right? Within discussion. So Chesterfield on site tomorrow, that means talks, right? They're coming for a cup of tea, are they? Do you know what I mean? Just going to come and get a cup and see you later, Dave. No, they're coming to talk, right? So something's going on tomorrow. What day's tomorrow? It's Thursday, Friday, Monday. Maybe we'll hear something in a few days. Not when I say hear something, I don't mean like breaking news, signing, but it's progress. And it ties in with them 2 weeks, you know, the first couple of weeks of July, where I'm thinking we're going to start seeing more credible stuff because what we've seen, right, if you think about it, or this is how I see things anyway, you might disagree completely. We see this great big pool of players that are often linked with us, right? We're not talking about by these fucking idiots on there. Talking, you know, believable links, right? And that pool now, to me, has come down and shortened to a more select group. You know, this is why we've seen claims regarding Gordon, Edison, the kid at Wolves, you know, I can't pronounce his name. I'll be talking about him in a minute. And Ugarte, right? So I think that we're going into that stage now of going from this down to this. And I think that's your first 2 weeks of July. Bearing in mind, obviously, the Euros are still taking place. So we can't expect too much. Now, the agency, Chesterfield, we talk about them all the time. And, you know, we did a video the other day about, if you go to the front page of KopTalk.com, it'll probably be easier. And I think it was the Ugarte article, it'll be on the front page. Liverpool have an unofficial working partnership with Chesterfield. And it was claimed that people within the club were a bit disappointed that Man United appeared to have been having talks with them about Ugarte because Liverpool were told they would be at the front, you know, like the first seat at the table kind of thing. And then the Liverpool Echo did an article around the same time of all this, you know, doing this profile on Chesterfield and reminding them, some people think, about the relationship. So I think it is all related. I really do, guys. And if you don't watch all of those, you know, those videos, then you probably don't know what I'm talking about. Well, you probably watch them and still don't, so don't worry. So Chesterfield, obviously they represent some Liverpool players like Darwin Núñez, I think Jota, Fabinho previously and stuff like that. But there's some notable mentions here that you might want to consider. And I'm just going to narrow these down to like Lenny Oro, for example, and Rayan Ait Nouri, I don't know how to pronounce his name, him at Wolves, the left back. And I wouldn't be focusing too much on Lenny Oro at the moment, but more likely the Wolves left back. On the members website, some other players are listed on there. Ugarte, Joro, Neto, Zaya, Emery, Eight Nouri, who just said, João, and Ruben Neves, Vitinho, Barcola, I don't know that name. I don't know how to pronounce that name, I mean. So, the reason for the video, if it's a bit hit and miss, if you don't really understand what I'm doing here, or I'm trying to say, well, I couldn't just record a video of 10 seconds saying, just letting you know, just if you're going to be speaking with Liverpool tomorrow. Do you know what I mean? So, it is on there, on that thread, if you want to go and, dig a little bit deeper, but you don't need to, because I just told you that really is just that one sentence, just if you will be on site tomorrow. And that was in response to a question about whether Liverpool were doing anything at the moment. So I think that's positive, I mean, at the end of the day, Liverpool meet and speak with agents all the time. So maybe that's not that exciting, but we've heard Jessup mentioned a lot in the last week, haven't we? Certainly, we've seen more than one client from that agency link with us, which I've spoke about, why that is important. And we saw the Liverpool Echo article, and I remember doing a video saying it's a little bit suspicious what they're putting this out for. And then we did the article regarding Ugarte, which is on the front page of KopTalk.com, which is still there if you want to go and see it, talking about the Man United thing and that. It's interesting, guys. It is interesting. So, look out tomorrow for these numpties on here, what they're going to say, because they might get wind of it. Do you know what I mean? See if anything comes out. So if you hear tomorrow about Liverpool holding secret talks or meeting just a few, then you know what it's about. You know where it's coming from. Well, we don't know which specific player it's about. Yoro, I'm not too sure about that. Ugarte, I believe our interest in him is solid. And I do think that we're interested in that kid at Wolves. So it's got to be them two for me. And I don't think they'd just be rocking up for a cup of tea. Do you know what I mean? So let's see if we can bring you something a little bit more detailed, maybe after the weekender. I'm going to England on Saturday, and those of you that have followed me for 26 years know that when I go away, things often happen, right? No shit. So when I'm on my flight on Saturday, it wouldn't be surprising when I land and get my internet connectivity back that something's on that I need to deal with, or something at the weekend, or maybe early next week, because I'm not going to be in my office next week. I'm going to be in England next week from Saturday. Well, from Saturday into next week. So be prepared for that, all right? And if you think, oh, I'm not seeing anything that Liverpool are doing at the minute, let me assure you, right, I monitor everything for you guys, all right? Everything, especially my VIP members, and they do the same as well. There's some fucking amazing people on there, right? But you don't, I always feel like you might think I'm trying to push the site. I'm not. I don't do that. You don't need to be there, because I'm telling you what you need to do, what you need to know, right? I monitor everything, and I have seen in the last probably 5-6 days now, just a change, and I probably can't even explain it to you if I tried to, right? But it's all to do with this amount of players being narrowed down, and it wouldn't surprise me if there's been an internal meeting now, like a transfer summit, and they've gone, right, this is who we're going to focus on. These are the ones we're going to focus on, because then we've seen Ugarte, Gordon, this kid at Wolves, all these things just all at once. Do you know what I mean? And that, to me, there's a pattern there. And I think now, the next 2 weeks, or, you've got to think the Euros is on, so that's going to complicate things. I just want to assure you that Liverpool are doing things in the background. Clearly, if just a few are going to be on site tomorrow. All right? So I will be here tomorrow, all being well, health permitting. We'll see if we have anything. I don't think that we would get something that quick, but keep an eye on Joyce, obviously. But you've got to remember, Joyce is only going to write something if it's done, or if Liverpool need his help. They need something out there to put pressure on someone. Liverpool never want to leak who they're trying to sign in case that alerts other clubs and helps them. Right? So think of the Gordon stuff. You didn't see that come from any Liverpool journalist, did you? Right? It benefited Newcastle, which is why they leaked it, why it was leaked from the northeast. So, but just keep an eye on Joyce, Ornstein, etc. All right, leave it with me. Yeah, I'll be keeping an eye on things. Right, guys, I've got to go because I'm going live in a minute. 2 o'clock and 7 o'clock UK time today, and Thursday and Friday. I'll be away for the weekend, and then we'll be back to normal on Monday, but I will be in the UK, all being well. All right, if you appreciate the video, please give me a thumbs up. If you want to leave me a comment, please do. I love the comments. They get me through my day and my nights, especially when I can't sleep, when I'm scrolling in the middle of the night. And if you want to buy me a beer or a coffee, hit the super thanks button, which is a love heart under the video, and I'll give you a shout out tomorrow morning. It doesn't have to be a beer or a coffee. Last week I got a wagon wheel, kebabs, fucking toothbrush, flots, everything. They were just taking piss. Do you know what I mean? Get yourself some chocolate hobnobs. Guys, do you know what I like? Chocolate hobnobs. That's my favourite, that, you know. What's your favourite biscuit? Tell me in the video description. Chocolate hobnobs for me. This won't surprise you though. I could smash a packet in. Maybe 2 packets. So I can't really have chocolate hobnobs. In coffee, I like them in coffee. Do you know what? I'd rather have that than sex. If someone said to me, you can have chocolate hobnobs dipped in coffee for the rest of your life, or absolutely mental, I'm taking the fucking hobnobs. Fuck my own knob. Rather have a chocolate hobnob.